Hope you guys can hear me. Got a new computer setup, so
There is someone watching me.
no clue if my audio
I can
settings
tell.
even remotely work.
Go away. Heard a squad of rhetoric had taken over Morrowind, trying to claim some new ground. But what's out there? Action, death is what?
Hello, hello.
I do not wish to talk with you. Rode a desk for a while, but it just wasn't for me. Seems the more important house business is, the less exciting it is. If a Bosma ever asks you to invest in a Rotmeth brewery, don't. Just don't.
Yeah, let's make it like just something like quest testing with Rovan or something like that.
Heard a squad of rhetoric had taken over Morrowind, trying to claim some new ground. But what's out there? Action, death is what?
Are you saying my game audio is way louder, or that my mic is way louder? We'll start with that for now. I'll have to mess around with my OBS settings next time. But is that better for the time being? Right. Let me mess with the settings here a bit.
found a sack with 2 empty
Okay,
swords
yeah,
in,
I'll mess with it a
5
bit later.
symptoms, and a ceramic bowl
Hopefully for
with
now, y'all can
Poppy's
just put up
name.
with some scuffed
Who put it there?
audio. Or I'll just try to talk really loudly. Dope. Yeah, that's a good question. I wish I had a better idea of the status of all the quests currently. I'm gone for so long that I'm not quite as up to date on what needs work and what doesn't. I know Imperial has done a lot of good work on finalizing most of the quest lines. Not entirely sure of the areas that need the most help. Could just pick a random faction, just go down their quest line, making sure everything works. Alrighty. Well, we're here in Balmorra, so maybe we'll go down with Halalu or Fighters Guild. I feel like I've done Halalu a bunch on stream in the past, so well, let's just do Fighters Guild.
Does no one want to try a spear? Anyone? Always breathing down our necks.
The strongholds are no more. Instead, you have to watch me to play the game badly. So I can try to break things, find all our bugs.
Go ahead. Are you the one they sent to take care of the cave rats?
At some point, I'm gonna have to update the UI here. Still got some old Skyrim UI elements here, at the Nordic style checkboxes. The old slider here. It's so cool to see how much voice acting we have these days. Last time I did this quest, this person wasn't voiced.
These rats are such a nuisance. I'm worried they'll eat all of my pillows. You like pillows, don't you, Outlander? Anyway, I've got one trapped in my bedroom here, and the other 2 are in my storage area upstairs. Rats, that is, not pillows. Here's the key for that door. There are at least 3 of these beasts. I hope they haven't gotten into my good pillows. And how do you think it was that bloated imperial plutocrats got the charter to exploit the Caldera ebony deposits and not a native great house or local colonist? Big fat bribes, I tell you, and friends in high places.
No idea how we're going to get all the various clothing items to work together without clipping. We got separated skirts, and shirts are separated as well. No clue what the plan is for that. But we will fix this at some point. Hello, hello. Welcome. This is Skywind. It's a recreation of Morrowind in the engine of Skyrim.
What? Why do you disturb me?
Maybe you're a slow learner, but Outlanders are not popular in Morrowind. Here in Balmora, we try to be nicer, but you are testing my patience.
Never tell if these lines are bugged or this is just like as designed, you know, typical Morrowind rudeness. Like right now I've got like a 40 disposition, which is pretty low, but I also feel like not low enough to get that line.
Your soft words can't influence me, Outlander. Not interested. I shouldn't, but that is quite a lot of gold. I'll take your word that the cave rats are dead. Here, take these 100 septums. It's what I agreed to pay the Fighters Guild. Ordinators arrest and imprison dissident priests and other heretics. By the terms of the armistice, the
If the quest is able to handle the death of one of the NPCs in it
Go.
without freaking out. Alrighty, cool. So we can see that that failed as it should have. Oh. This might be broken. That's true now, you know. The job is done. Rats are dead.
May the wind
We've got the money. Yeah.
Always breathing down our necks.
Yeah, so right now we're only focusing on the main base game. So Amalexia's like she's part of the Tribunal DLC. So this is a different timeline from Skyrim. This is just like recreating
Does no one want to
the
try a
game
spear?
Morrowind,
Anyone?
and as such, this is set, hundreds of years before Skyrim. I don't know the exact time.
Always breathing down our necks. Adis gets more unreasonable every day.
We'll have to see if these directions are still correct. That's one of the things that's been kind of tough as we've been doing the level design, is making sure that what we add still matches up with the original descriptions that the game gave out. We might have to reword this a bit or change the level design. I'm not quite sure this counts as a suspension bridge. In my mind, like a suspension bridge is like, you've got like no supports in the middle. It's just held up on one end and then on the other. Probably be better just to... Well, I don't know, it might be too late to change the dialogue. I don't know. Not a huge deal either way.
I'm a miner in the Shulk egg mine, but I'm getting some fresh air. We haven't seen Civilu Othan or Daynilla Valis, but eggs keep disappearing, and they know the place. Easy for them to get in and out, stay out of sight. Scribs are little baby Quama. We shuck the shells, crush the flesh into a jelly. Doesn't taste bad, and filling. I really can't help you, stranger.
Yeah, he does look a bit
I
awkward.
really can't help you, stranger.
His arm out like that.
I really can't help you, stranger.
He's just building that arm strength, you know.
I really can't help you, stranger.
Kind of love how goofy the spears look. I wonder if there's a way we can like shrink them down when they're on their back, and then have them be the right size again when you're using them.
I really can't help you, stranger.
The grass is random, kind of. It's like how it looks like when you're doing design isn't gonna necessarily be how it looks in game. Yeah, it could probably be tweaked, moved back some. Yeah, and now it's his turn. Yeah, so the question markers are going to be off by default. But as we're still in the testing stage, they're pretty useful to have. You can track down NPCs and all that.
Only someone very successful could afford an outfit like that, Outlander. Can I help you? Civilo Otan and Dainile Valas used to work here. Not good people. Could be hiding anywhere in the mine. At first it seemed the fuss about the Nerevarine prophecy was just silly superstition.
I think our mysticism skill replaces the old actor value that used to be alchemy. Might have to fix some things in that regard. That's right, you gotta get that protein. Living a strict diet of kwama eggs and rat meat. It's kind of weird, like kwama, or like the staple, like the entire like Morrowind diet. Yeah, so these guys are the foragers. They look a little awkward right now because they don't. They're just using like Skyrim animations. But we've got animators working on making custom animations for them. So, floating around. The bears, I believe, are placeholder models for one of the koalas. I don't remember what. They all hate me for some reason. I think the bears are supposed to be the common queen. Yeah. Actually, they're not even supposed to be able to move. Turns out the Queen Queens were bears all along. I might just be walking in circles. It's actually super cool. I have not seen these guys in game yet. I think it's the troll animation. No. Okay, so in this game, you don't play as the Dovahkiin. You play as the Nerevarine. So it's a completely new story, completely different story from Skyrim, completely separated. Yeah, so a lot of the animations we have right now are just placeholders.
I can't.
Yeah, so they're not connected. Alrighty, so we saved the egg mine. Never mind that the Qualm Queen is dead. And the whole thing will have to shut down. We killed the poachers, and that's all that matters. shoot. Whoa. Okay. It's not expecting them to follow me. I don't know. Kwama almost seem to have hands. They might be able to figure out a door. Wait, did we like change the jumping again? I swear, like last build, you could like change your direction while midair. And now it's like you can barely move once you're in the air. I don't know, it just feels different. I'm not a fan. Of course, it's possible I just screwed something up on my end. No. No writable creatures planned. There are no horses in Vardenfell. Everything's locked. Oh yeah, maybe we can go find what's his name, the falling guy, Tariel. Get his hat. Oh, just kidding. There's one right here. Also, sorry about the constant screenshot sounds. It's how I'm keeping track of various bugs and all that. We gotta put that on.
Adis gets more unreasonable every day. You ever notice that she's even worse after coming back from a trip to Vivek? Does no one want to try a spear? Anyone?
Oh, hey, Victile. Thanks for the raid. Just doing a bit of quest testing tonight. Just going around, seeing what we need to work on still. Zero, that is technically possible, but it'd be so much work that's really not really worth worrying about. Like Skywind, for example, is based on Morrowind. So they wrote some tools to convert Morrowind to Oblivion, and Oblivion to Skyrim, but not Morrowind to Skyrim. So it'd be fairly complicated. There still are a lot of similarities between the file format from Morrowind and Skyrim, but there's also so much that's changed that any sort of automatic conversion is really not practical. Yeah, so I think Starfield still uses NIFs, but they're like different somehow. If I recall correctly, they like don't actually contain the 3D data somehow. They just like point to it. I don't really know.
So tired,
They changed quite a bit of Starfield, I think.
but cannot go home.
Wow, they weren't lying. These really do suck.
Maybe there's
I have no idea where I'm going. I don't remember this quest at all. I think the mine back there. Council Hall. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is super nice. Yeah, Zix did a great job with the Imperial set. No longer have the weird placeholders that we had for the longest time. Yeah, this is awesome. Looks like we haven't had level design quite yet in the interior. Oh, this guy's shoes. Yeah, so there are quite a lot of weathers that are super foggy. This isn't one of them. We're still working on the weathers, So those will be tweaked more in the future. But I think, let's see here. See if we can get a foggy weather here. There we go. Yeah. So this is like one of the foggy weathers we have, kind of more reminiscent of Morrowind's weathers. You know, where you can barely see 10 feet in front of you. I don't think we've really decided on like the rate at which we'll get certain weathers. So we do want kind of this classic Morrowind look, but at the same time, you know, we still want to have some weathers where you can actually see a little farther as well. And it'll vary from region to region. Yeah, these days when I play Morrowind, I use OpenMW, and I just crank the render distance like really far. It's actually really crazy because like there's a lot of things that, you know, it just kind of makes you realize how small the map is. You know, you can see Vivek from Satanine, stuff like that. No idea if I'm in the right spot. Do not remember this quest at all. Yeah, we're always looking for new people to join. So if you've got any skills in 3D modeling, level design, animation, etc., or even if you don't, you know, if you just want to help out, we're always looking for nav meshers, file cutters, QA people. All the information on our Discord. Okay, I'm gonna turn on quest markers because I'm a casual. Okay, I could have sworn one of the guys. This quest was over here in the trader. Yeah, so our UI is built based on Sky UI. I got too used to playing Starfield. You got the jetpack and you're just boosting around all over the place. Feels kind of weird going back to other Bethesda games where you can't fly around. Here we are. Heck yeah. New shoes. Definitely prefer the veteran shirt. We still have to do our optimization, bouncing, all that stuff. So, actual game won't be this easy when it comes out. Yeah, so like in Morrowind, we've separated out, you know, pants, shirt, pauldrons. Got left and right gloves here. Left and right pauldrons. And then I believe we can wear robes over armor, like you could in Morrowind as well. I think we're still only on one ring. But I actually haven't checked that in a while. So. Test that out right now. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so you can do 2 rings as well. Heck yeah, Zero. Always looking for more QA people. We finally fixed the lot on the ghost gate here. No, maybe not entirely. Looks different. No earrings. Unless you're Vivek. I think he gets his own earrings. Yeah, we got belts. figure out how to make it so we have more than 2 guard faces. Right now, all the guards are like a clone army. We got 1 face for the males, and 1 face for the females. Where am I going?
Can't you find someone else to bother? I don't think I like the sound. You are pathetic. You are pathetic. I don't think so. And your pushing me isn't going to change that. You are pathetic.
Wonder why apprentice is not colored like it is for these ones. Am I doing it wrong? There we go. Gotta point at it just right.
You seek to challenge me? You seek to challenge me?
Shoot. I didn't even account for this. You have characters that only have selling options. I don't know if I should just like hide this bottom part. That look a bit goofy. Probably what we should do in that case is if they only have selling options, you just move it back into the main section.
Say your words.
I'm not sure what happened to all the gold. Where's the... Dang. Even the mud crab merchant doesn't like me. Oh yeah, Zero. Overseer's done awesome work on Grayslands. It's pretty exciting to see it come together. It's like the last region that we have left before pretty much the whole map is, mostly done. Well, at least at a first pass level. I think we're still going to do some more stuff on the Red Mountain. But it's definitely the least worked on region.
They call me faster. Or you.
This guy just spawned a bucket and a bowl behind him.
They'll never actually prove anything. Still safe.
There's a phony.
Glad to see
He's not
you
actually
again.
casting magic. Just fancy lights. Wondering if I should be focusing on a different quest line. Fighters Guild seems to be in really good shape.
Always breathing down our necks. The most unfortunate bug that Skyrim has. Really not a great look.
What do you want? Many creatures beyond the cities. Good hunting.
This and is foul.
One from far away has too much talk.
There's so much voice acting added since the last I came here.
This scent is foul.
It'll make quite the splash.
Isn't there someone else you can talk to?
They appreciate this one here.
The one from far away has too much talk.
My prices are the best in town.
We are all at the mercy of luck.
Or at least test other paths for that quest. Pickpocket. Oh. Have to fix that. I was looking at the UI code for all of these menus today. They're like a mess. So fixing this is gonna be fun. Yeah, the mod will come out when it's ready. We can't give a release date because we don't know. Progress is not linear. There'll be some times where things are going very fast and we're making tons of progress. There are times where things are going slow and not much is happening.
Nothing's keeping.
Even if it was linear, we probably still wouldn't have a good release date. There's so many aspects of it that are just hard to, you know, put a number to. Yeah, it turns out game development takes a long time. Especially when it's done by unpaid volunteers. Hey, that's great, man. Why don't you go ahead and do that and come back to us when you do it.
I'm listening.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Oh.
Can't believe I was able to get
So
them
fun
out
fact,
of
the thing that makes stairs,
No, I just
like
wish
stairs, that
nothing happens.
allows you to go up them, it's the material setting. So, if any given object has their material set to stairs, your character will automatically go up them. But you got to be careful when you do it, otherwise it'll kind of bug out like this. What's happening here is the whole mesh has been made a stair, including the sides in this wall here. And it really should just be the floor here.
Traffic has picked up recently.
So, some strange behavior otherwise. Like the longest time, none of our stairs, the stair material, so we'd always have to like jump up stairs like one step at a time. Super annoying.
Good day, Outlander. I'm Balmora's Caravaner. Where would you like to go? You will be there soon, Outlander.
For example, like this stair is set up correctly. So you don't immediately fly up it when you go to the side here.
I wonder, don't you ever get tired of walking? Although, it's not like you have much else to do anyway.
No more squid jelly surprise before patrol next time.
Is the quest actually in here? Wait. Where's everybody? Huh. That's funny. I was gonna go here for, like, just for the main.
I want no part of it.
We'll bribe her with 1,000 gold so that she'll pay off her debt.
This is becoming most unpleasant.
There we go. Just that easy.
Another drink. Where's the bar? Are we? No? Well, hey there. It's fine place this, huh? It's fine place. Good place for me to just forget about my troubles. No use thinking about them. Stupid
Custom art
slimes.
here in the back?
Why they gotta run, huh?
Huh.
Sure, nothing to do if they didn't.
Later, Mr. Skywind. Oh yeah, isn't it like 4 a.m. where you are? You gotta go to bed. 5 a.m. Ah, that's fine then. Oh, that is the worst feeling. Later, Dal. Yeah. Map markers are kind of fun to work with. If you ever change them in the creation kit, they lose their custom art. Go back to the Skyrim version. You can only fix them in Xedit. So we've actually still technically got all of the Skyrim map markers in the game. We just don't normally use them. So we've added on to the existing list of map markers, but the creation kit doesn't recognize them. So we can only change them, again, like I said, through Xedit. I'm just running back to Quest, just looking for things on the way there. I find the best way to find bugs and things to fix is just to play the game, run around. But yeah, just kind of wandering, showing off. Do not like this weather as much. Oh yeah, so I only have my speed. Yeah, speed set to 100, so. Which I think if this is Morrowind, if I had 100 speed, I'd be even faster. We still got to figure out like what we want the base speed to be when you start the game. So we don't want it to be as fast as Skyrim, but we also don't want it to be as slow as Morrowind, just because it would feel really bad. Like half players would just like immediately quit. Also a bit funny because you choose your race, class, all that stuff. So it's like you start the game at a certain speed, and then after you go through character creation, you're suddenly a whole different speed. Got another look at Zix's awesome Imperial tile set. We actually have interior design here. It is awesome. I don't want to spoil that too much. Dope. I crash. I have not saved in like forever either. I think there should be an autosave though. I have to look at the crash log. We've actually gotten really good at removing 99% of the crashes. When we first switched over to Skyrim Special Edition, we had a ton of crashes. But we've been pretty good about fixing the large majority of those. I feel like 9 times out of 10, crashes are usually something with a 3D model. The file format for 3D models are like is so picky. You have like one setting wrong in the NIF, and the game's just like, nope, not gonna take it. Yeah, we still gotta finish our main menu too. It's missing the main text there. So right now it's just the logo. trying to remember if this is a custom animation or if it's something from Skyrim. I don't remember any of the NPCs in Skyrim having a weapon animation like this. I guess it must be custom. You know, there's no spears in Skyrim. Oof. Another crash. I have to figure that out. Might have to go to a new area. Interesting that it wasn't happening before. So I wonder if it might be like a piece of clothing or armor that some NPC is wearing. Like when I visited earlier, they were indoors. And now that time has passed, they're now outdoors. They can cause more problems. This shouldn't be here. Huh. This guy is supposed to be over there. I have no idea how he got here. I wonder if that's related.
They'll never actually prove anything. They'll save it here,
Sometimes when the game glitches out, some objects get moved to the 000 coordinate, but that's just like a normal coordinate. Actually, funnily enough, 000 is really close to Balmora. It's fun because usually you can go there and just find there's like tons of random garbage there. We got, oh yeah, got no cliffhangers over here. I don't, Cam. I didn't grab the strongholds yet. Nothing at 0. Okay, dang. Always fun that see who's there. Yeah, but I think where he is, there should be Navmish. So weird, the trees there. It's kind of funny though that it just dumped his body, just like right next to what's his face, Eddie. Where am I going? It seems like it's only crashing like when I transition cells.
What? Yeah, what? You're wasting my time. I'll tell you what I can. Go away. You're a waste. No more.
These are nice shoes. Excellent. Oh yeah, no crash this time. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a NPC that's got some bad outfit on or something.
Any word on when we're getting done?
Leave me.
That's weird. Looked like that played the setting free animation there. I might check out a few of the quests in Vivek and then call it there for tonight. This quest line seems to be in pretty good shape, actually. Huh. I actually really did not expect that projectile to persist through loads.
Don't know what the big deal is.
I wonder if it...
Killing each other all the time.
Yeah, interesting. Actually, since y'all are here, KM Imperial, do you guys know what quest line is most likely to like need work? In terms of like bugs, I guess.
Good day, Outlander. I'm Belmont. Where would you like to go? As you wish.
Oh yeah, cult. They're fun. Was there dialogue ever restructured to be like more normal? Okay, yeah. Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check them out next. See if I can remember how to get to the top of this normally. Yeah, the Slit Strider sound should be in. We might have to place it more. I'm not really sure how it works. I think it's just like a little sound marker that we place down. Is this... Whoa.
Be calm. Drazani has no interest in you.
This man not have pants. Oh, he's not real. Okay.
There is much to learn.
Actually, I'm kind of curious if Kyrgyz still works. I have not tested that in a really long time. Oh, shoot. Why do we still have this video? This video is like ancient.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
This is like a really old version. We made back like in, I don't know, 2014?
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Oh shoot. I had no idea this was integrated. Shoot. I have to change that proceed button. It's kind of way different style than the rest of the UI. Fury's artwork is great, but we've definitely got a bit of a style difference between the stuff he's doing and the stuff that Nexus did. I like Fury's a lot better, but I'm gonna have to go back and revamp some of Nexus's stuff. Ugh. Yeah, this definitely doesn't mesh well. Where's the...
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I've heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet.
Here comes the car. You better do what they say.
Just sworn we had Imperial leather armor. Not sure what this guy's wearing. Might have to do something special with these stairs to make it so we can just cleanly walk up the whole thing. Maybe we should do like a collision plane all the way across. There's definitely like a uneven spot here. It's funny. For the longest time, she had like this old, like direct from Morrowind outfit.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Also kind of funny, for a while, this guy here had dialogue for going to Cyrodiil. I think it was this guy. Because he was the NPC they used to do that for More Oblivion. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. I'll have to figure this out. How to make it so we can actually exit this menu. Assuming that's a UI thing and not a SKSE thing. Oh. It's just E. Okay. Fun. Maybe I can just change the prompt there at the bottom. Yes. We're actually still using an older version of Skyrim. We haven't quite moved on to Anniversary Edition yet. I know there's some complications with the creation kit.
Supplies are holding steady.
Oh, nice. Do you think we're gonna have to change his face, or did we get somebody who's kind of got an older voice?
They'll rob the place blind, I swear it. Continue through to the next building and talk to Salus Gravius.
This is messed up. I gave Jib the pants, and I got the shirt.
What's this about?
Supplies are holding steady.
Oh, that's weird. What triggers the spring of the arms?
They'll rob the place blind, I swear it.
Be cool if we can get all those like original like tutorial prompts that Morrowind had. Yeah, but I don't know. It didn't let me unbind the arms. Oh.
Gods, even the cliff racers
We
seem
gotta
to know.
increase the collision box here.
Before we get started, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Captain Salus Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind.
VA for this guy. Did a great job.
I am Salus Gravius, a captain in the Imperial Legion. I am a knight-errant of the Order of Ebonheart, and an Imperial emissary attached to the... Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. But your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. When you leave this office, But before you go, so pay careful attention. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Casades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Casades. They'll know where to find him.
Just realized
serve him as you would
compass here,
serve the Emperor
dialogue,
himself.
and my cursor.
I also have
are
a
all
letter
like
for
3
you
different
and
colors.
a dispersal to your name. I am Salus Grav.
At some point we decided on
This
a
is the Empire.
color to
This
use.
is
I just don't
Vardenfell,
remember which one it
district of
was.
the
I'm gonna have
province of Morrowind.
to go back and find that out.
And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years.
I think I like the dialogue
The current Emperor
color
is Uriel Septim,
best out of these
24th
three.
of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Yes, Uriel Septim is still...
I wonder if the crashing we were getting earlier was like due to some sort of transparency thing. I noticed like there's some weird transparency effects. Like messages are like first loading in. I know it's like one of the things that can just crashes. Yeah, but it'll bother me if we have like all these different UI colors. Ideally, everything should be consistent. Like here, I mean, I think it's actually fairly noticeable in some places. Like here, we've got a very different kind of pale yellow. The bar here is more gold. This is more Gold again.
Are you the one that
Dialogue is very gold.
Odd to see you both.
The cursor,
Time of day.
again, more of a pale yellow.
I swear they took my ring.
Sort of the map markers. And this menu as well.
You could at least try and be civilized and dress appropriately.
Not wrong.
What?
Come on then. Say something or move on.
Keep moving.
Welcome to Errol's Trade House. I'm Errol, publican and proprietor. If you want a little advice, free to new customers, just ask.
This guy's voice is great too. It's so cool seeing all these new voices.
You need it? Odds are I've got it.
This man does not have a single pair of pants. What the heck?
Welcome to Errol's Trade House.
Stop it. Your kindness will not be an asset.
Rest my head on his shoulder.
Forceful words, but I'm not impressed. You are pathetic. Such a pittance. Get more gold and we'll... Excuse me, do I look like a beggar? If you need any supplies, you know where to
I
find
didn't have enough gold. But we should have lines
Your manner is unbecoming.
that cover
I know there's
when you don't actually have enough gold.
just
Okay, interesting.
Take your filthy clothes away from me, beggar.
The sun and moon is transformed day to night, but what transforms the mind?
Oh, interesting.
what I wouldn't give to rest my
I know
head
for a while
on
we had
his
a line.
shoulder one more time
Not enough gold.
after this job.
Yeah, the OG Cliffhanger sound. What does this do? There's something invisible here. Collision stuff.
Not today.
Oh wait, I think it's the dragon. Or Cliff Razor. No idea how we're going to get Cliff Razors to work. Yeah, for now there are many dragons. Hopefully we can customize them out to make them work a little better. There are a lot of ways the dragon behavior doesn't really work for them. Because dragons are meant to like, just kind of hover there and shoot fire or whatever at you. But we need the Cliff Racers to kind of get in your face and just do melee attacks. Which I don't think the dragons have animations for. Also, it's kind of funny because they're scaled down. They look really weird when they're flying. Dragons being big enough that they can just glide a lot of the times. But it looks weird with the smaller Cliff Racers. You kind of expect them to have to flap their wings a lot more. Oh man. I love these new spells things working on. Or this part of the map is different every time I come here. So, okay, got another crash. I think I'm gonna call it there. Wasn't really doing anything, just kind of wandering around anyways. Thanks everybody for joining. Sorry if it was just kind of a lot of meandering, not much going on. hoping to do a bit of streaming more often. Don't want to show off too much, but try to do some streams every now and then. Makes doing QA testing a lot more bearable. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a great rest of the night.